Greetings everyone, welcome back to the channel. As part of Operation Feather Fan, I am working to raise the popularity of Kongming's great name throughout the Western world, to shine light on his politics, style of leadership, his military strategies, his literature, his Taoist occultism, his stories from the historical novel, and of course we want to look at the man himself. If you are a follower of Kongming and you want to contribute to this movement, please get in touch with me and we can all work together to bring Kongming the fame and international recognition that he deserves. If you recall last year, I made a video reading out loud Kongming's famous Chu Shi Biao, the former one to be exact. In this video, I'll be reading out the later Chu Shi Biao. I would just like to say before we start, there are some doubts regarding the authenticity of this later Chu Shi Biao. Some historians believe that Kongming didn't write it, and they think it was written by someone else. I'm not entirely sure myself, and this video isn't about whether or not he actually wrote it. I did the first Chu Shi Biao, so I think it's only fair I do the second. Even if he didn't write it, it's still a part of the Kongming mythology, and it's still a part of the bigger Kongming picture. So without further ado, let's take a look at this sacred text. Please remember, this is a rough translation. The late emperor considered that the Han and the villains cannot coexist, and that our state cannot be content with only internal stability. Hence, he tasked me with attacking the villains. Based on the late emperor's assessment of my ability, he already knew that I was weak and not capable of standing against a powerful enemy. However, if we do not attack the enemy, our state will be in greater peril. Should we wait for death, or should we preempt the enemy? The late emperor did not hesitate in entrusting me with this responsibility. When I first received the mission, I was unable to sleep or dine in peace. When I considered attacking the north, I felt that we should pacify the south first. In the 5th month, I crossed the Lu and entered barren and treacherous lands. I had a meal only every 2 days. This was not because I do not love myself. We cannot hope to be safe by just remaining in Shu, so I have to brave danger to fulfill the late emperor's dying wish. However, there are some who argue that this is not the best plan. As of now, the enemy is busy in the west and occupied in the east. According to military strategy, the best time to attack an enemy is when they are tired and weary, and now is the best time for us to launch a swift attack on them. Please allow me to explain further as follows. Emperor Gao's wisdom can be compared to the radiance of the sun and the moon. His strategists were very learned and far-sighted. However, he still had to go through difficulties and suffer some setbacks before he could achieve peace. As of now, your majesty is far from Emperor Gao. Your advisors are not comparable to Liang and Ping, yet your majesty intends to employ a long-term strategy to achieve victory and pacify the empire smoothly. This is the first thing I do not understand. Liu Yao and Wang Long each controlled provinces and commanderies. When they were discussing strategies to maintain peace, they often claimed to be following the ways of the ancient sages, but they were actually filled with doubts and worries. They were unwilling to go to war year after year. So Sun Tzu gradually became more powerful and eventually conquered Jiangdong. This is the second thing I do not understand. Cao Cao was very intelligent and his expertise in military affairs is comparable to that of Sun and Wu. He faced dangerous and difficult situations in Nanyang, Wuchao, Chilan, Liyong, and Baishan, and nearly lost his life at Tong Pass, but managed to achieve stability for a period of time. I am not very capable, but I still brave danger to bring peace and stability. This is the third thing I do not understand. Cao Cao attacked Chongba 5 times but failed. He attempted to cross the Chao Lake 4 times but was not successful. He appointed Li Fu as an official, but Li Fu plotted against him. He employed Xiao, but Xiao was defeated and killed in action. The late emperor often said that Cao Cao was very capable, but still had his fair share of losses. My ability is poor, so how can I be assured that I will secure victory? This is the fourth thing I do not understand. I have been in Hongzhong for about a year now. During this year, I lost Zhao Yun, Yong Chong, Ma Yu, Yon Zi, Ding Lai, Bei Shu, Lua Hei, Deng Tong, and over 70 officers in total, as well as many Tu Jiang and Wu Qiang, the Kong, Su, Qiangqiang, Song Qi, and Wu Qi, numbering over 1,000, was formed over a period of 10 years by recruiting the best from many places, and not just from only one province or one commandery. A few years from now, we will lose 2/3 of what we have now. By then, what do we still have to fight our enemy with? This is the fifth thing I do not understand. Now our people and our troops are weary, but war cannot cease. War cannot cease. The efforts and amount of resources we pump into an offensive approach towards the enemy are the same as if we were to adopt a defensive strategy and wait for the enemy to attack us. Why do we not attack the enemy now and instead pit the strength of our one province against them? This is the sixth thing I do not understand. War is very unpredictable. When the late emperor was defeated in Chu, Cao Cao clapped his hands in joy and claimed that the empire had been pacified. However, the late emperor later allied with Wu and Yu, seized Ba and Shu in the west, and led his forces to attack the north, and Xiao lost his head. Cao had miscalculated, and it seemed that the great mission was about to be completed. However, later, Wu broke the alliance, Guan Yu was destroyed, and we suffered losses at Zigui, and Cao Pi declared himself emperor. All things are like that. They are very unpredictable. I shall bend to the task until I am worn out, and not stop until I am dead. My ability is limited and does not permit me to foresee whether the future will be a smooth or an arduous journey, and whether we will succeed or not. And that is Kong Ming's later Chu Shi Biao. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, everybody. I'll be back soon with more. Take care.